import random. Okay. Why we are giving one alias is that because whenever we want to use some feature of this random module, then we have to type the entire random. Okay, for example, let me see. So I am using this random module to generate random numbers. So I want a random number. So rand underscore num equal to random dot rand int 0, 10. So what you're trying to do is we are going to generate a random number, okay, and store it in this variable rand dot num. Rand underscore num. So now let me print that. Print rand. Let me run this program. You see, you get a random number. Okay, so here we are generating a random number which is inclusive of 0 and 10. So you can get 0, you can get 10 also. Later on, we are going to see something called as a range. So it will exclude the outer limit. Okay, here it is going to consider thing. So now, whenever we want to use this random library or module, okay, we have to type this random dot rand int. So this rand int is a method. I already last class I told you something touched upon what is a method. Method is similar to a function. So this is written in this module. Okay. So when you look into object-oriented programming, you will have a better idea of what I say by method. So this is a method. Okay, it's similar to a function. Okay, like print only. But this rand int function is available within this random module. So you are calling a function rand int, which is there in the random module or library. Okay. So here, every time when, for example, if you want to write another number underscore 2, okay, this also you want to generate. So random dot, there's another method called random dot random parenthesis. This will give you a random number between 0 and 1, okay, excluding 1. Print num underscore 2. So you can run the program. See, we got 0.9 from this syntax, and I got some decimal value from this syntax. So whenever you are trying to call any module or library, whenever you're doing machine learning or data science, frequently you'll be using libraries built by some other people. Okay, so for that case, we are going to use this. So instead of typing random every time, if you write as R, then you need not type as random, you can put R dot. Because this random module, you are naming it as R. It is called as aliasing. Okay, now you run. See, you got one random number between 0 and 10, and you got a random number between 0 and 1. So this is for 0 and 1. So this is random number between 0, 0, 0 and 10. And this is random number between 0 and 1. This is excluding 1. This includes 10. So we have to be very careful about that. Okay. So this is how we use different libraries. Okay. Now, now next thing I'm going to introduce to you is about something called as lists. Okay. It is a data type. Okay. Have you understood this? Any doubts or clarification in using the packages? Any doubts? So we will see some more. We will expand on this further. Okay. Now instead of R, you use something else. For example, this also will work. See, we got it. So this aliasing can be anything, but generally random means R they will use. Then pandas means they will use P, and NumPy means they use NP, like that. So there are some standard libraries that people use, and the standard ways they do aliasing. Okay, so list, what is a list? It's very simple. So for example, I'm going to have a name list is equal to, you can have so these are different names. Okay, so this is the list. It's a data type. So each one is an element, and similar to your strings, this is also indexable. So this is 0 at position 0, this is position 1, and this is position 2. Okay, these are, we are going to see something as something called as mutable and immutable. So list is mutable. Mutable means you can change, edit, delete, clear, all those things we can do. Okay, so this can be, this is one. I can have like this, a name equal to another list. I can have 1, 2, 3 like this, integers as well as strings. Okay, I can have a list within a list. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. Okay, so for example, if I let me take away these things, it's not required. Now print length of names. So we should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was the output. Let us see. See, we are getting 5. There are 5 elements here, and there are different types of elements. We can have here Boolean also. Still, we will get the same 5 elements. Okay, this later on we are going to see something called as a dictionary. We can have a dictionary also. For example, this is called as a dictionary. Okay, so dictionary. Okay, and it's a string, there's a integer, there's a Boolean, and there's a list itself, and we can have a list within a list. Here also we can have one more list. For example, this itself is one list. In that, one of the element is a list. In that, one of the element is a list. We can have any data type in the list. Did you understand this part? Did you understand that part? Any doubts, clarifications, please let me know. Do you understand this one? It's very important. Lists are very, very important in Python. So please tell me if you have any doubts. So as I told you, these are mutable. That means you can edit, you can rewrite, you can delete. Okay, so many things can be done. Okay, it is ordered data, means it is ordered means this is 0, 1, 2. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. This entire thing is at 4. For example, if I say, you see here how I'm getting that. What I mean by ordered data. So print names at 4. Okay, let us do. So when I say print names at 4, I'm trying to print the element 4 in this list. So I should get this one. See here, we got that. So this element we are accessing. Now, if I put something beyond that, I will get out of range error. So there is no 5 elements, means there are 5 elements, but the index 5 is not existing. So if I run this, I'm going to get an index out of range. Is that clear? Now, can somebody tell me if I want to access this Prakash, what I should do? What I should do? Print names. I want to access this Prakash from here.
0.
0. This is 0.
Oh, there.
Not
4.
this one. Names. Sorry.
4. 4.
So 0, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 3, sorry.
Index is starting at 0. Okay. This is how you access an element because it is ordered. List is ordered. Okay. Now, if you have one more name, for example, let me delete these things. Okay, I have a fruits list. Okay. So if you are putting in strings, it should be in single quote or double quote. Then I have some vegetables. Okay. So now what I can do is that I can join these together. Okay. Roots. Okay. Dot append. Sorry. Extend. Open bracket. Which. So print roots. See here we have. This is one list. I've extended the list with a new list of wedge. Okay. Now this is a now fruits we have. It's an extended one. Now I can add something also. For example, I want to append something. For example, fruits is a list. I'm going to append. That means I want to add something. So it gets added to the last. Okay. Fruit spelling. Fruits dot append. I want to append. Say. So then again I will print. So we should have Prakash and that's the last element. Okay. So you can see Prakash is the last element. This is called as appending. Okay. This is extending. Okay. This is extend and this is append. Okay. So if you open the internet, okay, if you open the internet. So for all the data types, okay, for all the data types, we can see methods in list in Python. See, we have so many methods. So append we have seen, extend we have seen. We are going to see all these things, everything. So everything we cannot remember. So, but you have to remember there are so many methods. Okay. So remove X. Okay. So remove the first occurrence of X. That means you have some element and you want to remove that particular element. Okay. But if there are multiple occurrences, then it is going to remove the first element and you want to insert at a particular position. Okay. You give the index and give the element. Then pop. Okay. Generally pop, if you give just pop, it will eliminate, remove the last thing. If you give an index, it will remove and returns that position. Okay, clear will make everything null. Then indexing is to get the index. Counting is counting, sorting, reversing, copying. So many methods are there. Like this, if you say methods in dictionary. Okay, there are so many methods in dictionary also. So these are the things that we should know. Everything we cannot remember, but we should know that these such things are existing and we should know when to use what. So these are some of the methods. Okay. Now, something I wanted to, now here we can have duplicates also. For example, apple. So this is a duplicate. We can have duplicate also. So you can see the apple, apple. But there are few things. For example, sets and tuples. The future, not future. Some of the other data types like list, dictionary. If we have time, we will discuss. Those are simple things. Though a set does not allow a duplicate. Okay, a set does not allow a duplicate. That you should remember. Whereas a list tuple will allow a duplicate. The difference between list and tuple is that list is mutable, whereas tuple is immutable. That means you cannot do editing, deleting, adding, all those stuff. We cannot do that. Okay. Any doubts or clarifications? Any doubts or clarifications before we proceed? Any doubts or clarification? Okay, now when we are trying to get the input as a list, okay, for example, we are going to remove everything. We want to get the names as input from the user. So input, we have to put enter the names of the friends. Okay, so we can dot split. Okay, dot split within quotes, you put comma. So here we are asking to enter the names of the friends. You say separated by comma. Then finally you have to use a method called as dot split, and how you want to split. So you are saying to split it by comma. That means I am going to enter the names separated by commas. So what we will get is a list. Okay, let us run the program. Okay, print names. Enter the names of the friends separated by comma. Here you have to start entering Prakash, Krishna, Rama, Balram. Okay, enter. And you can see that we have taken a list of names. So previously we have taken only one string as input or one number as input. Now here we are doing it as a list of elements. Okay. Now we can, I showed you different things like other methods is pop, dot pop, for example. Okay, let us use this. So print names. Okay, let me. So names dot pop. Then print names. See what is the output of this one here. So I'm going to put A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E. So what will be our output? You see. So first output is A, B, C, D, E. When I put pop, A, B, C, D. So the last element will be removed. If you want to insert something, so let me change this. This will make me. So A, now I want to insert somewhere index. I should give names dot insert. I should give one index and an element. So where I want to insert, for example, I want to index at the third position. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So between C and D, I want to insert third position. I want to X, Y, Z. Print names. Here you can see we can insert it. So these are some of the methods, as I told you. If you just browse through internet or use as ChatGPT, we can get so many things: append, insert, remove, pop, index, count, sort, reverse, copy, etc. Okay, so a lot of applications are there for these methods you can explore. Now, what I want you to quickly do is I want you to use. So in import, I already told you import random module, okay, as R. Okay, I have a list. Okay, I have a list underscore names equal to A, B, C, D. Okay, 4 names are there. From this, I can randomly choose. This particular thing is used for random, anything you want to generate random number, randomly choose, randomly select, all those things. So now I can use, say, for example, select one name, selected underscore name. So I'm going to select one name, okay, equal to R dot Okay, random dot choice, that list of names. So you see what is the output of this? Print selected name. So I'm using a module. I'm using a list. From the list, okay, I'm choosing a name. Let us see what is the output of this. C. Again, I'll run it. B. Again, I'll run it. D. Again, I'll run it. A. Again, I'll run it. So it randomly chooses from this list. Okay, now it's D. This is random dot choice. Then random dot shuffle is also there. For example, selected name is equal to random dot SH shuffle. Now you see what is happening. List underscore name. So random dot shuffle this one, and I'm just printing it. You can see that everything is shuffled. Again, if you run, it will be shuffled. Again, if you run, it is going to be shuffled. So random dot shuffle. Okay. Now there's another thing called as so selected underscore names, not names equal to random dot choices. Also is there random dot choices, open bracket, list names, comma 2. Okay. Now you see what is going to come. Selected underscore names. Sorry. It should be names, comma k equal to 2. Okay. So it will give 2 D and D. Here you see D and D it is giving. Again, I'll run B and D and see D and B. So randomly, but first thing it came is it can give the same random thing. So first time it's picking D, again it's becoming picking D. It can happen if you are going to use random dot choices. If you are going to use something called as random dot sample, then it will never give the same thing. Okay, the both options will not be same. So multiple things we have seen. What are the things we have seen? I will write it here. R dot choice, R dot choices, and R dot sample, and R dot shuffle. So this along with the list, I want you to do something. Okay. For example, I'll give you a problem. Five friends, five friends are going for a dinner. Can you do this programming, please? I'll paste it in the chat. Once done, you raise your hands, please. Once done, please raise your hands. Once done, please raise your hands and please wait for 2 minutes, okay? Is it done? Can you raise your hands, those who are completed? Others, Tanish, Sahid, Sai Krishna, have you done? Okay, so I will tell you few more concepts, then I will give you some more time to complete the things. Okay, now already I shown you a list. Okay, for example, I have a list. Okay, let me have some underscore some list I'm having. Okay, so this is the list I'm having, and I want you to get abreast with accessing a particular element. Okay, for example, I want to access this C. Okay, this C I want to access. So first, let me see how I'm doing it. So print sum list. It is going to print the entire list. So in this sum list, I want to access this C. That means I want to access this list first. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth element. So that will be fifth element. First, I'm accessing that. Then I've accessed this list. Let me print and see. Let me print. Okay, I've got this. In that, I want to access this list next. So that will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So that will be 3. So let me see whether I'm getting that done or not. So A, B, C. So first, this is something else. Just let me delete it out. Okay, let me run the program. Now I've accessed this. In that, I want C. That will be 0, 1, 2. That will be 2. Here, I access C. Okay. Did you understand this concept? Did you understand? So let me have one more copy. Can you access this 3 and show me 3? I will say 333. Okay. How to get this 333? Can somebody tell me? I want to get this 333. We have to change this thing. Okay. Now tell me how to get the 333. Let us see whether this -1 is working or not. I'm just not sure. I'm just trying it out. Yeah, it's working. So that is the last element. Okay. So that's the negative indexing also. Now in that I want 0. Again, I can put one more -1. So I should get this 333. Yeah, I got it. And also I can put here instead of -1, 0, 1, 2. That also should work. I'll give 5 minutes for you to try this concept. Please, I'll give you 5 minutes for trying this concept. One more thing. So if you have, for example, you have a names. Okay, and you want to combine this. So this will work only if you are having strings. Okay, so I'm having combined underscore names. So if you see, whenever I'm naming the variables, I'm giving meaningful names to the variables. Don't simply put X, Y, Z, A, B, C. That will not work out. Means not work out in the sense it will work. It's not readable. The person who's reading your code will not understand. So try to put meaningful variable names. Okay, equal to, okay, double quotes, dot join, very frequently used, and I have to give the list name. Print combined names. So here what will happen is that it will join these ABC, and we should get ABC as the output. Sorry, see here, I got ABC as the output. If you want to put one dash, then A dash, B dash will get. If you want to put a star between the join things, ABC. Now you see what is happening. I will put one, replace this with 1 here, and I am saying run the program. Some error has come. Can you see? Expected string instance int found. So this was supposed to be a string, but we got an int, so that error has come. I hope you understood this concept also. So these. So now I want you to one more module I want to tell is about there's something called as import string. Import string as yes. Okay. Now print yes dot see ASCII letters. Okay. Print ASCII letters. So we will get this and all I will remove. I hope you understood these things. So I'm removing that. Import string as yes, ASCII letters. So here you got see A, B, C, D. Okay. So capital letter A, B, C, D and lowercase a, B, C together. So if you say print yes dot lowercase alone, we will get lowercase. Okay. So we can store this somewhere. For example, let me remove this. So, and one more thing I'll show you. Print yes dot digits. We will get all the digits. See here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have print yes dot punctuations. We'll get different symbol. Why I'm telling you all these things? I'm building a program for you. I want you to ask the user. I want you to develop a password. Okay, create a password which includes letters, numbers, special characters. But you should ask the user how many numbers he want, how many special case letters he want, how many digits he want, how many letters he wants, digits he wants, special case he want, and then you have to create the password. Okay, and it should be in random order. Now we can store this. For example, I remove all these things. Okay, for example, letters. Letters is one. I'm going to create a list of letters. S dot. Okay, S dot. I want a lowercase. Okay. Then print letters. See how it's going to come. So we can take from here. For example, here I can take, for example, chosen underscore letter. Chosen underscore letter is equal to okay random okay dot choice of that letters. So random is not imported yet. So import random. So I'm importing a string that is a library. From that library, I'm taking lowercase letters and storing in these letters. From that list, I'm choosing one letter. So let us see what is the output of this. Oh, I did not print it. Print chosen letter. Let us run the program. T, D, C. So different letters are coming. Now the task for you is generate a password asking the user to tell number of letters, number of digits, and number of special characters. Will you be able to do it? Will you be able to do it? Anything now you want me to repeat, I will repeat. I'm ready to repeat. I've just expanded slightly on lists and using library, and I've given you a real-time problem of creating a password. And that password should be a random password. Okay, let us see here. If I say instead of choice, if I give choices, letters k equal to 3. Let us see what is printing. And you can see that because it is more than one element, it is not giving as a string, it is giving as a list. This is a list. Okay. Now, any doubts, clarifications up to this point, please let me know. Please unmute and speak, or you type the message. I'm ready to repeat. It's a very, very important concept. Lists and using different libraries. These are very, very important concepts. If you have to understand this clearly so that we can go on to loops tomorrow. Similarly, we have dictionary, similar functionality, but that is also a very important concept that also we have to see. So we have functions, dictionary, and loops, 3 more concepts, very important fundamental concepts. With that, your fundamentals is ready. You can build on that. Different problems.
Sir,
Any,
that
yes?
split dot split that brackets will be there. No, sir, in that bracket, if I keep a comma, it's not printing in that output, sir. Why I don't?
Okay, let us take that problem. So names equal to input. Enter the names separated by comma. You are telling the user, okay? Dot split within quotes. You have to put comma. Okay, understood? Somebody asked the doubt. See here, I'm running the program. It is asking A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E. Enter. You see A, B, C, D, E. Please see the syntax. I just put it in your chat. Just see the syntax.
Okay, sir.
Okay, any other doubts, clarifications, please let me know. Once you generated the password, please let me know. Please raise your hands once you generate the password. Now, as of now, I am stopping the recording because too many concepts I don't want to tell. I will give you a set of questions that you please work it out. Okay. After doing loops, some more our knowledge would have expanded to explore more difficult problems. Is it okay, or should I introduce some more concepts? Please let me know, because I don't know what is your pace. You tell me to tell some more things, I am ready to tell. If you say you want to practice more, that is also okay for me. Speed, accuracy, everything you will get more and more. You practice different problems. I hope you solved all the problems that I've sent to you. I don't say that you don't use ChatGPT, but what you should do is you should program it, run the program. Once you get error, then you should ask ChatGPT to tell where is the error and how to rectify it. That is the way of using ChatGPT. Don't straight away give the prompt in ChatGPT, ask to give me a Python code to generate a password. It is definitely going to give. I am not saying that it cannot give. It will be faster, but that is not our goal. Our goal is to learn it so that we can build our own applications using program. I'm not saying don't use it. I'm saying use it, but use it with intelligence. That is how I learned. So I can remember that one day I'm solving a problem. I sat for 10 hours continuously to solve a problem. 10 hours continuously. ChatGPT was there, but I never gave, I'd given prompt to ChatGPT. Once I done the program, then I given to ChatGPT, corrected the errors, reduce the lines, all those things you can do. But don't give first hand only, give me the program for this. That is not the way of learning. So should I stop? I mean, the recording I will stop and I wait for you to